Yo, what up guys, it's your boy Legendary here, and today people I'm going to be showcasing Hell Kaiser's brand new updated deck using the new cards that came out from the Cyber Strike Structure deck. You guys already saw the video before. If you haven't, go watch that video. I go in depth about the new cards and how they help out Zane's deck and all the improvements that it gives the deck and how much faster it makes it go. But yeah, go watch that video if you want to know more. I'll briefly discuss a little bit of the new cards in this video, very briefly, but I don't think I need to repeat myself. Go watch the other video if you want to know more in detail about all my thoughts on the cards and my more in-depth analysis. But yeah, we're going to hop right into it with Zane's brand new updated Hell Kaiser deck. Okay, so we're going to start off with our 3 copies of Cyber Dragon, nice and hollowed out, looks very gorgeous. Then we are going to do 1 copy of Proto-Cyber Dragon. We got Cyber Phoenix, we got Armed Cybern, this is Attachment Cybern, very good. We got Cyber Kirin for, you know, getting rid of possible effect damage with Power Bond's effect and whatnot. We also have Cyber Pharos, Cyber Valley, we got the 3 Cyberdark Horn, Keel, and Edge for the Cyberdark Fusions. We're going to put that all in 2 separate sections right there. And then we got Cyberdark Cannon, Cyberdark Claw. Put that underneath. Both very good cards. Helps you get exactly what you need for the deck in order to do the Cyberdark combos. We got the new Cyberdark Chimera. This card is great. Allows you to search out Power Bond straight from the deck, and then allows you to fuse from your field or graveyard by banishing monsters from your graveyard. Very good card. Very good card. We got Exploder Dragon for, you know, destruction, and we got Kaiser Glider just to have another dragon in the graveyard to equip with Cyber End Dragon, and he has a pretty decent effect, you know, allowing you to bounce an opponent's monster to the hand if it wasn't destroyed by that battle and whatnot. It could come in handy here and there. But yeah, that's basically the monsters. I think that's 19 monsters, maybe 18. I didn't really count, but I think that's 19 or 18 right there. Okay, so now for the spell cards, we're going to have 1 copy of Power Bond. He does have 2. The second copy will be in the side deck. And then we got 2 copies of Polymerization. I didn't add an extra copy of Power Bond because 1, we have a way of searching it, and 2, you know, the burn damage effect is very intense, so I don't want to have Power Bond more often than I need it. Like, that's kind of like you're trying to win the game, you're trying to finish it off, go all in type of card. You know, make sure you have something to, you know, protect yourself from that effect damage, or try to wipe your opponent out right away if you can. But yeah, you got your 2 copies of Poly, you got your Overload Fusion, you have your Future Fusion, very good card. Use the old effect, don't use this current effect. Obviously, if you're battling against your friends, and if you're dueling against your friends and they have issues with you using the old TCG effect, then that's fine. But if it's an anime duel and it's casual, you know, just see if they're cool with it, just ask. But use the old effect. This new effect is much slower, but the old effect is a lot better. Still 2 turns, but you could send the material straight to the graveyard right away, which is strong and helps out this deck a lot, because you need to set up your graveyard in this deck in order to make it work. We got Cyberload Fusion, pretty great card. Just allows you to, I think, also fuse from the banished pile as well. Yeah, from the banished pile as well. So the monsters that you banish with Overload Fusion, you can use as fusion materials. And then Cybernetic Fusion support. This card is amazing because it allows you to use, you know, monsters from your graveyard. You pay half your life points, and then all the monsters in your graveyard and on the field, and I think from your hand as well. Yeah, from hand, graveyard, and or your side of the field can be used as fusion material, but those monsters would get banished instead. But yeah, it's really good because it just means that you don't have to worry about not having the right materials on your hand or whatever. Like, you can use anything, hand, field, or graveyard. Just pay half your life points for that turn, and then you could fuse. You could go off and do as many fusion summons as you want and go OP. Super Strident Blast basically just equips to a machine fusion monster, so you could even equip this to your Cyberdark Dragon as well. This basically makes it so when the monster equipped attacks, your opponent can't activate any card or effects during the battle phase, so they have to take the hit, which is good because it just helps Zane. This does give Zane a little bit of protection in the sense that, like, your opponent can't chain to an attack, so it's a little bit of protection. It's not as much as he needs, but he does need more defense. But this does help out, at least make it so your opponent can't activate anything. They have to take the hit, which is really funny. And then basically when your monster kills a monster by battle, you can banish the Cyber Dragon from your graveyard to attack again. So once again, it just helps you OTK even more. But then your other monsters can't attack. So yeah, you could keep attacking by banishing Cyber Dragons with this effect, which is pretty cool. Then we have Cyberdark Eternal, which is a quick play monster reborn for your Cyber Dragon or Cyber Fusion monsters from the graveyard, and it gives it a little bit of protection, so pretty good. Still needs more protection, but still good. Cybernetic Horizon, you already saw in the last video, but this card is just incredible. Allows you to set up your graveyard with your Cyberdark and your Cyber Dragon. Also keep in mind, when you send, I don't think you're allowed to send 2 Cyber Dragons to the graveyard or 2 Cyber Darks to the graveyard. I think it has to be 1 Cyber Dark basically and 1 Cyber Dragon. Yes, because this says 2 Dragon and or Machine Cyber monsters with different attributes. So you could very easily look over that. I've done it a couple times and it just screws me up. But it says different attributes. So the Cyber Dragon monsters are all light and then the Cyber Dark Dragons are all dark. So basically you have to send one of your Cyber Dragons and then send one of your Cyber Darks to the graveyard. You can't do 2 Cyber Dragons or 2 Cyber Dark Dragons. You can't do that. And then it also allows you to send your Cyber End Dragon or one of your Machine Fusion monsters from your extra deck to the graveyard, so that way it can be equipped later with Cyber Dark Dragon. So it helps you set up your Cyber Dark Dragon plays, which is pretty epic. But yeah, this card is incredible. We got the field spell, Cyberdark Inferno, allows you to get extra normal summons. This is a very good protection field spell because it prevents your Cyberdark monsters that are equipped from being destroyed by opponent's card effects, and they can't be targeted. So this does actually help out your Cyberdarks a lot, which is good. And then if your opponent happens to pop this card while it's face up on the field, you could add a Polymerization or Fusion spell card from your deck to your hand. So it helps you search out for your Fusion cards, even if it gets destroyed, which is great. Cyberdark Impact, you already know. And then we got Cyberdark Realm, amazing card, allows you to search for any of your Cyberdark monsters in your main deck. So you could search for any of those original 5 or the new one, which is Cyberdark Chimera over here, which you could discard a spell trap card to search out Power Bond from your deck to your hand, which is incredible. So you could do that to search out Power Bond or search whichever piece you need at the time. This card is incredible, and it's a continuous spell card, which is great. Allows you to get extra normal summons, and you can equip an opponent's monster in their graveyard to one of your Cyberdark monsters that were normal summons. So very good. Then we got Pot of Greed, draw support, Graceful Charity, more draw support, and graveyard setup. And then Monster Reborn, just to help you get stuff back from the graveyard, and it's just very good. Alright, and now finally for the trap cards, and then we'll get into the extra deck and the side deck. We got Cybernetic Revolution. This is a pretty interesting card. You just tribute a Cyber Dragon, special summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck that lists Cyber Dragon as material. So this allows you to bring back one of your either Cyber End Dragon or the new Cyber Fortress Dragon, I think it's called. No, it's actually called the new Cyber Eternity Dragon. Yeah, Cyber Eternity Dragon. You could bring that or Chimera Attack Over Dragon. I think anything that includes Cyber Dragon, you can bring straight out from your extra deck. And I think it's destroyed during the end of the turn. Yes, it is destroyed. So yeah, just allows you to, for 1 turn, bring out one of your fusions and set it up. This is also a good way to get Cyber End Dragon to the graveyard quickly, so that way you can equip it with Cyber Dark. So you could use it for that purpose as well. Cyberdark Invasion, very good card. Allows you to equip any dragon or machine monster in either graveyard and equip it to one of your Cyber Dragon effect monsters, which is good, and then gives it 1000 attack. Or you could get rid of one of the equips to pop a card on the field, which is good. And it's a continuous trap, so you could keep popping once a turn, which is good. Cybernetic technology, I would recommend using the anime effect. I forgot how it's different, but it'll be on the screen so you guys can read it. But it is slightly different, and if I remember correctly, it was better. If not, then just use this effect. But I think the original effect was better. Then we got Call of the Haunted, we got Power Wall for defense, and we got Rebirth Judgment, which this card finally got printed in the OCG. It's not in the TCG yet, but this card is great. Just allows you to make all your monsters in your graveyard dragon, so that way you can set up your graveyard, or you can make them all machine, so you can use them all as fusion materials for Chimera Tech Over Dragon or something like that, and just freaking destroy and obliterate your opponent. and whatnot. But yeah, so that is all the monsters, spells, and traps. We're gonna get into the extra deck and then the side deck. Alright, for the extra deck, we have 2 copies of Cyber End Dragon. He actually does own 2 in the anime, which is pretty interesting, but we got 2 Cyber End Dragons. We got Cyber Eternity Dragon, which is a new support card that came out from the last wave of, I think from the first wave of support for Zane. He got 3 different waves. One from the first Duelist pack, which came with Cyber Dragon support. The other one came with Cyberdark Dragon support, and then the structure deck came out with Cyberdark and Cyber Dragon support that fuses them together. So this is from the first wave of support. This is kind of like a Cyber End Dragon, but meant to be more defensive. So it's good because it gives the deck some defense, which it definitely did need in my opinion, and it gives you another option to go for fusing. But yeah, Cyber Eternity Dragon is really good. It gives your fusion monsters some protection, and it has 4,000 defense, which is beefy, and his last effect is good too, because if he's in the graveyard, you could literally banish it from the graveyard to target one of your fusion monsters. They can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects that turn. So that is very good. So heck, you could even use, what is it, Cybernetic Horizon to send this to the graveyard. So that way you have this set up in your graveyard, so you can banish it to protect and then OTK faster. So this is a very good card. Very good card. I don't know if it's underrated or not, but I really like it a lot. It does give Zane some defense that he desperately needed. We got Cyber Twin Dragon. We have Chimera Tech Over Dragon. We have Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. You could use the anime effect if you want. I think it's a little bit better, but you could use either one. It's up to you. We have 1 copy of Cyberdark Dragon, but he does have 2. I don't know where my second copy is, but he does have 2 if you want to use 2. And then we have Cyber Darkness Dragon, the, I guess, evolved form of this card. But yeah, Cyber Darkness Dragon right there. And then we have the Cyberdark End Dragon. I already discussed it in the last video, but this card is not as good as it should be. It's a little bit hard to summon. The deck does make it easier to summon this card. It's not as complicated as it might seem, because you need Cyber End Dragon and Cyberdark Dragon, or you just need Cyberdark Dragon equipped with Cyber End Dragon in order to do it. So yeah, it's not as hard because the deck makes it easier with the new support, but this card isn't as strong as it could be. You know, it doesn't gain a power boost when it equips a cyber monster from the graveyard, or dragon or machine monster, I think, from the graveyard. It doesn't gain a power boost. It's 5,000 attack, which is great, but it's just not strong enough in my opinion to like do anything. It has some sort of protection from activated effects, but that's about it. It doesn't do too much, but it's still a really cool card. Love the artwork. Very good reference to the anime when he equipped Cyber End Dragon with Cyberdark Dragon. So very cool reference. So, you know, I definitely will try to use this in a duel someday, but yeah, very pretty decent card. Not amazing, but it's okay. It's definitely fun though. Probably okay-ish in character duels though, so that's fine. And we got 5-headed dragon, you know, just so you can send this to the graveyard and equip it. He does own this card though, so don't worry about it. But yeah, he does own this. And that's it right there. That is the main deck. We will get real quick into the side deck. I'm gonna go through it fast. We got Heavy Mech Support Platform. We have Infernal Dragon. We have the Last Power Bond. We have Diffusion. We have Flash Fusion. We have Battle Fusion. We have Evolution Burst. We have Mystical Space Typhoon. We have Megamorph. We have Limiter Removal. We have Creature Swap, Dimension Explosion, Fusion Guard, Rare Metamorph, and Trap Jammer. And that is the side deck right there. But yeah, just simple cards. The side deck won't be needed all that much, because like it's so hard to get rid of stuff in the main deck, because the new cards pretty much got rid of any, if not most of the like clutter that you needed in the deck. Like a lot of these cards you just added as clutter in the deck just to kind of like fill in space, just to have stuff. But now with the new support, you kind of take these cards out and you don't really need them that often. It's very hard to actually find room to tech in any of these cards. So it'll be tricky for you to figure it out, but if you want to add any of these cards, you're going to have to find a way to get rid of some non-important cards in the deck, which is going to be a challenge. But anyway, yeah, I think that is the deck profile right there for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Hell Kaiser's updated deck with the 3 waves of support. He had 3 waves of support, which is insane. So hopefully other characters get multiple waves of support as well, so they could get upgraded. But yeah, I am happy Zane got some support, he got some defense, he got a lot of offense, he got a lot of consistency, which is great. I still think defensive wise he needs a little bit more defensive, but you know what? I think he still got some good stuff. He got like little pieces of defense and different random card effects, so it's not that bad. It's a lot better than it used to be. Yeah, I would have liked if he got some more defense. But you know what? Maybe it'll flow a lot better once I test out the deck. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Have fun with Hell Kaiser's deck. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless you guys. Love you guys so much. And yeah, just let me know how it goes if you guys build the deck and how the testing went. But yeah, have fun. God bless you guys. Gotcha!